Ugh. Stupid Mewtwo. What's up, YugiTube? I finally was able to pry myself away from playing this game to actually come and make a video for YouTube. Did I mention that I hate Mewtwo? Before we get to the video, I just wanted to go over the promotions that I promised from last video. So I wanted to thank everyone who shared their bad beat story. The 3 people that did a video response was Vlad Viever. That's actually a personal friend of mine. He's looking to make some Eve videos sometime soon, so check out his channel, and soon, I don't know when exactly, but he's supposed to be making some videos based on the video game Eve, so you can check him out. BlitzHitz, he does mostly review videos like card reviews and archetype reviews and stuff like that, so you can check him out. He had a pretty good bad beat, as well as DaGadgetGuru, all one word, DaGadgetGuru, and his bad beat had actually a very good message that could help you guys if you haven't learned it one way or another about taking a bad beat and making it work for you. And he does a lot of video responses to other YouTubers, but I enjoyed his tech talk videos, so if you want, you can check him out. All the links will be in the sidebar, and there should be somewhere in the video a annotation or whatever to get to their channels. Alright, this video, let's talk about archetypes, you guys. The good, the bad, and the forgotten. There's been a lot of different Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetypes, but only a few has managed to become championship level worthy. So let's go over some of my thoughts on what it takes for an archetype to become successful in competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! As well as maybe visit some old archetypes that you may have forgotten. So let's go ahead and get started. Watching various Yu-Gi-Oh! Interviews and reading tournament reports, I was surprised to find that many players still tend to play old, non-top tier deck archetypes. Decks like Crystal Beast and Six Samurai are still finding themselves in not only locals, but regionals and even Shonen Jump Championship events. Now, they may not be the top 16 or even top 32, but they are still surprisingly heavily played. Then I remembered the infamous Roy Sinclair, not too long ago, had an impressive showing at Shonen Jump Championships with X-Sabers, and he was going up against a sea of the current top decks of the format. And I thought to myself, it wasn't that long ago that decks like Gladiator Beasts, Gravekeepers, and Six Samurai, stuff like that, they weren't considered the cream of the crop, and still probably aren't, but they were still serious competitors at high-level events. A long time ago, I read a very good article written by a Magic and Versus pro actually, Antonio De Rosa. Anyway, it was about his test playing methods, and during his sessions, he stated that he would net deck the top tier deck at the time and play them against his tier 2 deck of his own design. During the games, De Rosa wasn't looking to see if the tier 2 deck could win or lose against a tier 1 deck. All he was looking for is if the tier 2 deck had a chance at beating the tier 1 deck. And if it did, he would alter his build and try again and try to beat the deck, and his testing would commence, so forth. The reason I bring this up is I believe there are still some overlooked archetypes that might be able to be more competitive in the hands of a very skilled deck builder. A common misconception about archetypes is that they need a quote-unquote boss monster to do well. While it is a huge plus to have a great boss monster waiting in the rafters, I don't feel it is essential. In a previous episode a long time ago, I brought up the big 3, the Holy Trinity, the trifecta, 3 areas that your deck needs to excel, or at least be able to do at a moment's notice to be able to be competitive. Those 3 things are card acceleration, destruction, and special summoning. Do any one of these things better than your opponent does, and you have a huge advantage in the game. Do all 3 better, and victory is almost assured. These are the things I feel are most important when building a deck, not having a boss monster. I mean, lots of stuff have a boss monster. Crystal Beasts have a boss monster, and they're still not doing that well. So, I mean, just look at some of the cards in the top tier decks, and you'll see that most of them focus on those three things. It just so happens that many of the great boss monsters do one or more of the big three. So, keeping all these things in mind, what archetypes do you guys feel isn't top tier right now, but with plenty of testing and the right build, can have maybe a surprisingly strong showing at a high level event? Leave your comments below, and if any one of you guys even has a build that they'd like to share, go ahead and do so as well. So that's it for this episode, you guys. I'm going to go back to playing Pokemon Heart Gold. And between me getting gym badges and playing online and walking around with this thing, Pokewalker, or just shaking it, trying to cheat it to get steps. Come on, come on. That didn't look right, did it? In any case, you guys, this has been Duel School with Fitzroy. My name's Fitzroy, and you guys just got schooled.